Hey everyone. Quickly, I just wanted to speak about Kanye West. Kanye West is a troubled individual. His mom died, he never processed really, and he went on and became even more outspoken, more bold, and more outrageous in his behaviors and his deeds and his public appearances. Nevertheless, I still see that there's a lot of good in him, that he's a kind soul, that he's a good father to his children, and he really cares about uplifting the people that are not being seen, especially the artists, the black people. However, he has been around some questionable company. Among others, I would name people like Sean Carter, also known as Jay Z, or Kim Kardashian West. I don't know if she kept the name after the divorce from him. And her whole family, all that clan, these Armenians that aren't acting really Armenian or really black or black anymore. So, fishy gang, anyways. What I'm trying to say is that Kanye West, even though he knows that he wants to be so bold and so loud and so proud, he is not playing dumb. He is not just saying anything and getting in trouble or getting, reprimanded for it. And I'm just saying that I have recognized and realized that he's playing with us. He's playing with all of us. He's not just a major troll. He's not just there to do stuff for shock value, or he's not doing things that are uncomfortable truths that the audience, that the world is not ready to hear yet, and that society will catch up to his futuristic mindset. No, this is all true, but I'm talking about another aspect of his. This that he is an expert in knowing the general public and his target audience so that he can give them music that they will love. There are other stars that can do that too. It is easy to give people the music that they love, but oftentimes it forces you to do the stuff that they already know of you. But he's switching styles and they keep going with everything because there's always a room of crazy that we have to tolerate, that we have to accept. It's just Kanye, it's just Ye, it's just Yeezy, it's just the way he is. So if the music is erratic or it doesn't sound finished, it doesn't sound polished, it's okay because we knew if he did not have all these issues with his personality, with his mental health, with society hating him, with people being racist and elitist, then he would have more time to sit down and craft the music perfectly and do things a little differently. And there's even beauty in the rawness, one might say, or in the way that he is not singing totally on point, or how he is using the effects and the samples, or not clearing the samples. It's all part of the political statement. It's all part of a cultural um, statement of being an icon, of being larger than life, and knowing to be larger than life. You don't even have to wait for other people to tell you, or you don't have to wait for your career to end and to getting tribute shows and lifetime achievements to know that you have been greatly influential and impactful. So he knows that he's all that, but why am I saying that he's being manipulative? Because it's important to know your target audience, to cater towards them, to make the people happy who are already happy with you. You should be kind to your fans. You should do what they like, especially if they like you for you. But I'm saying that it's always convenient. That's why I accuse politics. It's always convenient when he does the switch and what he's going for. Example number one. He's always been known to making, um, how he called it, funny uh, lyrics on the dope, catchy beat. That was in the first three albums. So the first two and the third one was, graduation, and then he wanted to make the stadium anthems. But he always knew, to have a pop element, have a funny element, have something humorous and witty, so that, and some street knowledge, so to make it more cohesive and make it albums that we can appreciate from different perspectives. Whether you're a serious person or you're a funny, light-hearted person that doesn't think about things too deeply and just enjoys the jokes and some music and the samples and the noises and the ear candy. And then things took a turn when his mother died and he didn't process it fully and didn't really heal from it. And then things went dark and sad and somber and dramatic. And then there was the Yeezy period where he was really shouting like literally satanic stuff and watch the throne with the occultist Jay-Z, Sean Carter. So, and that's when I knew of him. That's when I took my distance from him when I was 16, 17, 18 years old. No, I should not listen to Kanye West because Illuminati, because he's a devil worshipper. He's acquaintance and friends with devil worshippers. He's doing music that pleases and glorifies Satan and himself and not Jesus and all the stuff. My father heard, and my father knew of Jay-Z and Kanye West, and he didn't even know many other rappers, but that was so big, that was so well-known fact, and that's the reason why Jay-Z is sometimes not being listened to in African societies, in African communities, in the same way that Tom Cruise movies are not shown in all the cinemas in all the world, because we know he's a proud Scientology member and he identifies with it and he's promoting Scientology. There are places in the world where they say we don't want no Scientology and we want nobody promoting it, and we don't want none of this influence of the sect of these people. So what did Kanye do when they didn't like him? He gave us first an album that would specifically cater to all of our stylistic preferences of his. And not everybody can pull this off. To produce an album that sounds exactly like what we like the most. Not about what we kind of like or what we've learned to like, but about all the types of beats and all the types of sounds and instruments and types of rapping that we like in this day and age. So we can accuse some other people of being formulaic, but this is high level. This is a service that you'd expect in a 5-star hotel or 5-star restaurant to give you exactly what you want at the utmost precision. That's why some people love My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Some people say it's too much, or some people say there's something missing, and he himself doesn't even count it as being revolutionary because he knows that what he did there. He knows that he was giving fan service in order to redeem his public persona. Whenever his personal brand is affected, is seriously hurt, and he is at the brink of being not cancelled, because that concept doesn't exist, but of losing his integrity beyond the point of repair, he does something exclusively for fans. Like giving music out for free. You know, that artist giving music out for free, like myself, like Chance the Rapper, like other people, but he did that in their campaign, the Good Friday campaign, to boost the morale, to make his label more known, and to, again, save his face before then dropping the album that was catering to his fans' needs. Gospel also. It came at different points in his life. Sometimes it was teased to show that he's still a black Christian man, so that we could identify with him easier when you're black and Christian too, or when you're of African descent and believe in Christ or believe in God. But then, doing a gospel album, you know, the whole phase with Jesus King, all of that, only then to go back and do some, you know, frivolous world music, and then even on the one rap song, the freestyle, where he said, "I'm done being preachy," and I knew the next album would be totally into some, you know, worldly language, and about him again and his persona and his walk in the world and his way to fame and money and adversity and overcoming odds. I haven't even listened to the new album, but I can tell you, I knew when I heard the freestyle, okay, the gospel phase is over. The Donda phase, I'm doing this for my mother, I'm doing this for Christ. It sounds all nice, but the terminology, the theology, the theory was so hollow, was so superficial. I have heard other gospel songs. I myself write songs that are so much deeper, so much truer, so much closer to the core of what Jesus was talking about. And the last thing, that's why I even started it. Now we're all against Oprah and all against billionaires and Palestina too. Like, we have declared enemies of people that are highly respected. And now suddenly he managed to pull off the merch that is affordable, that is only $20 in this economy. Now, just now, it wasn't possible earlier. Saving your ass.